Hi, I'm Chris.
I'm Tammy.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Gerald.
Welcome to our home. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, so thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We're pleased to tell you that while on Batu, we had the pleasure of being able to visit Galaxy's Edge and go to Olga's Cantina. So today, we want to do a review for y'all about Olga's Cantina. Our review is going to be based off of the non-alcoholic beverages because none of us drink. And so therefore, we don't have any information to tell you about that. But if you're interested in the non-alcoholic drinks, we're here to tell you guys all about it. So today we're going to rate Olga's Cantina on these criteria. First, we're going to look at the drinks themselves. Then we're going to rate the ambiance. Then we're going to rate the service. And then we're going to rate the cost. And so Tammy's going to tell you about the drinks. Cole's going to tell you about the ambiance. Gerald here is going to tell you about the service. And then I'm going to tell you about the cost. And so, Tammy, why don't you start us off?
All right. So Olga offers several different non-alcoholic drinks. They also, like Chris said before, they offer alcoholic drinks. So if you're interested in alcoholic drinks, you can check out their menu. But as far as the non-alcoholic drinks, they offer the Blue Bantha, Black Spire Brew, Jamba Juice, the Hyperdrive, the Carbon Freeze, the Blurg Fire, the Cliff Dweller, and then Olga's Obsession. Now, we only tried 2 drinks while we were in there. I had the Hyperdrive, and then all the rest of my family, including Gerald, had the Carbon Freeze. So I can tell you about my experience. So I thought the Hyperdrive was okay. It was, to me, tasted like, basically, it had like a fruity twist on Gatorade, essentially. But
on ice.
On ice, yeah. So it was okay.
Like blue and red color.
Yeah, so it was like a cranberry, and then it had some Sprite in it. It had some fruit in it. I can't remember all the other things that it had in it. But overall, the drink was, it was an okay drink. Do I think it was worth $6, which is what it costs? Probably not. I think that I've had better drinks in Walt Disney World throughout the park, whether that be a frozen lemonade or, other different drinks. But for me, I didn't think it was worth the $6, but it wasn't a bad drink. It just wasn't fantastic.
Yeah.
But in Olga's Cantina, you're not just paying for the drink, you're paying for the experience.
It's true.
So, it was cool. So I would totally do it again. I'd probably get something different, but
So
what did y'all think of the Carbon Freeze?
So we had the Carbon Freeze, and it was quite different because you've got your drink concoction there, and then inside there they have some round beads. I don't remember what Orbeez bead type things, but they're edible.
Yeah. And
then below that they had dry ice that would make the water bubble constantly, and so. I think the drink was okay.
I thought it was a cool, twist.
It was a cool feature that they were able to do that. The drink was okay. The Orbeez things, and then if I remember right, for about
a day or two you were sick, right?
Well, no, not a day or two, but for about an hour and a half or two, maybe my stomach bothered me real bad. And so for me, I'd just do without the Carbon Freeze because of the berries. There's lots of drinks I'd rather have. But
I like the Carbon Freeze personally, and although I didn't think the Orbeez, as I like to call them, were that good.
What about you, Gerald?
What did you think about the Carbon Freeze, Gerald?
I thought the Carbon Freeze was kind of cool because it had dry ice in the bottom of the cup, and it looked really cool. It was in this really cool glass type thing. The dry ice was in
All right.
So overall, we gave drinks as just taste of the drinks. We ended up giving it a 6.
Yeah. So as a whole, we're at a 6. I probably drug that number down a little bit. But what about the ambiance, Cole?
The ambiance at Oga's Canteen, I think, is the strongest thing about Oga's Canteen. If you go in there, automatically you get a vibe of what the place is like. It's like it has like a bar atmosphere. It's got a DJ named DJ Rex. It's very cramped in the room with not very much seating. In fact, most of the time you won't get seating. You'll be standing up just like us.
Yeah, and you either stand at like the bar or they have tables, like circular tables where you would stand.
Yeah, and if you're lucky, don't leave the table, whatever you do.
Yeah, they'll tell you that too. Don't leave your space, because if you leave your space, then they think that your time is up, and so they'll call a new party in. So
The other thing about that is, because it's such limited amount of space, they have a limited amount of time they allow you to be in there.
yeah.
And so I think it's like 30 minutes and you've got to go.
Yeah.
And so you have a short window of time to be inside the cantina.
Yeah.
So,
That's one of the drawbacks of it all, but honestly, I think just the fact that it's so immersive in the restaurant, I think that's a pretty big perk in it of itself.
it's probably the most immersive thing Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's just the atmosphere is just really fun. The bartenders are making noise and they're clapping and they're very interactive with the guests.
Even right as you're going in, the check-in guy, he kind of gives you a little rundown. And I thought it was very interactive.
Yeah,
Right.
it was, yeah. So that was very enjoyable. And, Chris had talked about the time constraint. So one thing to note about Olga's Cantina is they do offer some food items, but they only offer, like, snacks. So you're not going to get a meal inside Olga's Cantina.
Right.
You're mainly going to get drinks and then a few snacks that are offered. Well, we didn't try any snacks, but so with that time constraint, you kind of have to keep that in mind. You want to be able to enjoy your drink and, enjoy the atmosphere while you're in there. So you have to kind of keep that in mind whenever you're planning on going to Olga's to determine what you're going to do.
I'm okay with the time constraint because you're in there, you get your drink, you have a little fun for a few minutes, you're back out in Disney World enjoying yourself, and it doesn't take up all your day.
Yeah. So for ambiance, we gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, very good ambiance.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
Very good
absolutely.
ambiance.
So Gerald, you tell us what you liked or didn't like about the service.
The service was great, but it was fast and rushed because people want to experience it. Lots of people haven't done it yet. And I thought it was pretty good because all the cast members were really in character. There was even a guy outside who was talking to Allison, and he was just having fun. And they were all together really good. And for service, we gave it an 8.
Yeah.
Very good. That's exactly right. And so now we're down to cost. I think our total bill was about $31 or $32, something like that. And then, of course, you're going to leave them a little tip of some sort. About $6 a drink. I think mine, the one that me, Cole, and Allison had, I think those were more like $7 or so, maybe $8. And then Tammy's was $6. And so, all in all, it wasn't that expensive for interactive situation like that.
Yeah.
But, cost comparatively to other drinks around Disney, it's quite a bit more expensive. And so for a non-alcoholic drink, it was between $6 and $13 per drink. And then, if I remember right, alcoholic drinks are between $13 and $18 or so each. And so that kind of give you an idea of the pricing. So for us, like I said, about $32 and then a tip. So if you're planning a trip, that kind of gives you an idea. I would say as far as cost, we'll give it about a 6 because you can get more of other drinks that are more enjoyable than that for less money. And so I would have rather had a Dole Whip or even a Dole Whip float rather than having any of that. as far as taste wise.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was more the experience.
Yeah, the experience definitely makes it worth it. So we definitely highly recommend Olga's Cantina. However, the expectation of the drinks, how good they are, for us, our experience was just not very, high up there. But there may be some of the other juices or drinks like the Jamba Juice or the Cliff Dweller or some of the other drinks. They may be better than the drinks we chose. So let us know in the comments if any of you have been to Olga's Cantina and had any of the different drinks, and let us know what you thought. We would definitely be curious to know what you thought of some of the other drinks.
Right. So overall, we gave Olga's Cantina, all in all, a 7.5. And so that's pretty good. Not so good that we want to go back over and over and over. Not quite a once and done thing. So I'm sure we'll go again, but probably not on our next trip. So we hope you guys go and have the time of your life sitting in there and hearing all the noise and hearing all the interaction going on and just enjoying it. And we hope that you guys will find a drink that you do like and have a great time. And until next time,
From our house to yours.